Hello comrades, yes it's me, a Yorkshireman, now living in Wales. I hope everybody's okay. Power to the people. Yes, it's been a while, but I have been quite busy. It's been Christmas and New Year and I've been out enjoying myself because basically with the craziness in the world, sometimes you have to give yourself a break and you have to hang about with mates and people in the community. Otherwise, guess what, you'll go start craving mad this day and age. And I still can't get over the price of a pint. I mean, £5, £6. Why? Seriously? Oh, I know why. It's because all the governments and the elite don't want you to go out and enjoying yourself, going into a pub or community or a local cafe and chatting about why you don't like them. Yep, that's why that is. Anyway, Octopus, yes, on with Octopus. Still on with them. Have I got any resolution in place? Of course I haven't. Am I still having to use bottled gas? Of course I am. Because I'm in the process now, aren't I? However, I do have an update. So, let me remind you. So it started in about November. I made a formal complaint. Well, no, not a complaint. I got into it with Octopus on the 5th of November. But it was happened before then. This was in 2025. So, here I am. The latest is this email here, 19th of December, from Octopus. And this is quite a key one, is this, because, blue underline, thanks for your message, I've checked your account, and it's currently set up with the standard economy 7 timings. Right, okay. Now, the timings are shown underneath. Now, they're wrong, because I'm on a split tariff. However, this is important now, because they have acknowledged I'm on economy 7. We now go down to the red underline and it says these timings can't be changed as they are fixed for this tariff and configuration for your account. So the account exists, then I'm on a tariff, then I've got an economy 7 meter. Right, let's see what happens next, shall we? Anyway, I replied back to him on the 30th of December at 8:04 and blue arrow, red underline, I remind him that I'm on a twin tariff and these are my times. Now, I also go back to the 11th of December because, red arrow, they said, underlined in black, we rely on industry data to identify RTS meters and due to your particular setup, we were not initially aware of the issue. Now then, well, they don't say what the issue is, but remember, the previous email I read out, they've actually already stated that I've got an RTS meter for the economy 7. So this doesn't make any sense, you see, because I think they're trying to say it's my fault. But actually it's nothing to do with me, because we go back to the 19th of December and they've already confirmed that I've got an account with an economy 7, therefore I've got the right meter. And now they're saying, oh, it's this issue to do with data. Well, anyway, but bear this in mind though. So at this point, I then take the opportunity, go all the way down to the bottom, black arrow, and I just say, so far today I've spent £296.49 on bottled gas. And I had, in other emails, I walked by that basically said I want that money paid for me because it's none of this is my fault. Anyway, 30th of December at 2 o'clock, just after 2, I get a reply back. And the reply is interesting. Bear in mind, same day reply, blue arrow. But this is an odd reply because I'll sort of paraphrase it. The issue we have identified with your meter is it's not switching correctly between day and night services, and it could be because faulty meter or shutdown of the RTS. Well, in previous emails they've already admitted, oh yeah, we didn't tell you and we have shut it down. So what's going on here? Well, the reason why I think this is like this is because they're using some AI, and I think it's an agent AI or AI agent, and what they often happens with them, but it won't happen soon because they're getting so advanced, is they get mixed up. That's why, and this is also a thing, this also tells you that companies like Octopus and other companies use AI agents and the humans just double check bits, but they sometimes get lazy, can't be bothered to read it, so they kick stuff out like this and that gets passed out. And then it goes on to say, Black Arrow, we go through the same again, tell me exactly the same, we were not originally aware of your particular issue, blah blah blah, but remember, they've already admitted that they know exactly what I've got because this is my account and this is the tariff, blah blah blah. So you can see, they're now getting confused, or should I say the machine's getting confused, because at this time I do believe Jacob might have taken his eye off the ball. Why, I don't know. Anyway, then we go all the way down and they are saying they are committed to resolving this matter promptly. Well, that's great. It's been ongoing since 5th of November, so I don't know what promptly means this day and age, so this is like 8 weeks. Anyway, at this point, I then reply back, and I have to reply back, because if I don't, well, I won't be doing my job. But I don't reply till the 16th of January, and again, you might say, well, that's a bit slack. No, I had Christmas, I had New Year, I was hanging about, I was doing all sorts of stuff. But I take the first paragraph, red arrow, I point out it's their fault, and they haven't followed the off-gen process, which basically says you shouldn't be doing stuff like this in winter, because it will put customer at risks. Anyway, Black Arrow. I then go on and I say, yeah, well, you have got no empathy. And I've had no empathy from them. I've had no, like, oh, we can give you some free electric, we can do this, we can do that. Nothing. And again, that's a bit of a sign that you're dealing with AI, because AI at this moment in time don't really have any empathy. So that's also a good signal. But again, I also then reaffirm the fact that cold kills people, and of course, when you've got cold in your house and you're trying to use gas heaters like I am, you do have to use good ventilation, because if not, it will create condensation, it will create moisture, should I say, and then that will cause mould, which then leads to long-term health conditions. So good on you, Octopus. But again, they don't care, because they see us customers as an asset. We're an asset to be managed and milked of all our money till we get into debt, and then at this point they can take us to court and take all our assets off us. That's how they look at us. But they forget us customers pay all their bills. But again, as I've said before, they're so big they don't care. Now, remember, I've been put into a process, but Octopus, the energy company, are just ignoring anything from Ofgem, because guess what, it's only guidance, and nothing's going to happen to them because they are too big to fail. Anyway, at this point I go down to the green arrow. Yes, a little bit of a rant. Green arrow. At this point I do to summarise, and I make it really clear. You will reimburse me the £352.99 I've spent on bottled gas. Now this is where you have to be really clear. You will pay compensation, and I've put it in the region of 400 quid. Why 400 quid? I don't know. Maybe it should be 800 quid. And I make it clear, red underline, once these matters are resolved, we can then discuss the next steps. I am not agreeing to a smart meter or anything like that, because financially I want to be put back in the same position, because none of this is my fault. Right. So, at this point, out of the blue, I then get, oh sorry, no, jumping ahead there. Anyway, no, sorry, I am correct. So at this point, I then get this letter here. It's an 8-week letter. And I'm thinking, well, where's that come from? So I then go back and I find this email I sent on the 27th of November. And this one goes on, and green underline, it says, this is a formal complaint. Now, if you're making a complaint, do not say I wish to complain, because that's a wish. You have to say this is a formal complaint. And the reason why I made the formal complaint, to highlight it here in the black underline, their website is so overloaded with information. Now, what is really weird about this, I never got notification that my complaint had been accepted. So that's why I forgot about it. So at this point, as you can now come back to this, 22nd of January, I get what they call an 8-week letter. And I was like, hey, where's this from then? Because literally I'd forgot, because I didn't get any other emails which said, we've accepted your complaint and this is a process. They did send me some sort of policy, but nothing separate. And that's why I think they get really good customer care results, because they're actually making the process so complicated. Anyway, at this point, I look at this and I think they literally do take the mickey out of people, don't they? Big red arrow, there's some bullet points there, and it says, and I could tick on one of these links here, it's been resolved and I'm happy now. Well, no. But then the other one, it's amazing, it's not been resolved yet, and I'd like a dedicated customer happiness specialist to investigate for me. Seriously, a dedicated customer happiness specialist. Seriously. It's literally as if someone's taking the mickey out of people. So you've been in this process, and after 8 weeks, 2 months of being messed about, told this and the rest of it, someone's going to come along and make you happy. Seriously. But it don't get any better, right? So just imagine if you turned up right to a place and someone says, oh, by the way, I'm your happiness specialist. You'd be like, are you crazy? Literally, but because it's all email, they get away with it, don't they? Don't get any better though. So we get to the bottom, red arrow, and they feel love and power. Seriously, is that it now? Is that what we do? Is this part of a cult? Oh, love and power, sir. You're like, gee, what are you going on about? Love and power? I mean, just imagine that conversation. Oh yeah, we cut you off, it's okay, don't we? Yeah, we did it all, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Where's that cough from, sir? Love and power to you. Yeah? Well, you wouldn't be saying that, would you? Anyway, so at this point, I have now started the energy ombudsman process, right? Yeah, because how long will that take? Well, I don't know, 6 to 8 weeks, it could be longer than that. So I should imagine now it'll be June before I get anything organised or sorted out. But I'm not surprised, because literally this is the day and age we live in now. Anyway, at this point, told Jacob, just after I get the 8-week letter, 23rd of Jan, I get this from him. And he goes, oh, sorry for the delay in replying to, because he had to consult a senior manager. Well, now, that tells you they're relying upon AI to do other stuff, and Jacob there's just like double checking it. That's my assumption here, and if I'm right, oh, fair enough, and if I'm wrong, oh, fair enough. Anyway, red underline, we would like to arrange an emergency appointment to install a smart meter at your property. Well, it's not happening, mate, because guess what? We've not done anything else. And then he goes on to say, which will rectify the problem and restore functionality to your heating. Right. Now, remember I did a summary to say I want all financially to be put back in the same position. As you can see now, they're just ignoring that, aren't they? And then he goes on to say, red arrow, we will also review your account to assess the difference in costs for the period during which you've not been on Economy 7 tariff. Furthermore, we will apply a goodwill gesture to acknowledge the lack of prior notification regarding the RTS shutdown. See, there's nothing there, is there? There's not saying we'll pay your gas, we'll do anything like that. And then, green underline, bottom paragraph, rest assured that any credit will be applied following the meter installation. So now we're blackmailing me. I'm in blackmail now, aren't I? So to get anything, I have to sign up for a meter. Seriously, you can't believe it, can you? And I should imagine this will not change. So I should imagine I will be taking this further. I'll go to the Energy Ombudsman, and because, if I remember, they're normally public funded and then funded by the industry who they're supposed to represent, which isn't really that independent, is it? So I don't know what I'm going to end up doing, but I can sort of see in the end of it, it's going to be some sort of contract dispute type of litigation stuff going on. Because clearly, I've not got the service I've paid up for, and they've agreed to supply to me, and none of this is my fault. So, there you have it, comrades. That's where I am with the current state of everything else going on. Anyway, thank you for watching, comrades, and well, I hope everybody's okay in the world of madness we are heading into and hurtling into. But remember, 2 things you can always rely upon: a man is a man and a woman is a woman. There you go. Right, catch you on the other side. Thank you for watching, and hope you're well.